Hello, my name is Susan Sipe. I am a co-founder at Salez Toolz, and I'm going to show you the theater builder template that we have pre-populated for our users. Salez Toolz concept is that we want to help your customer visualize the different technology packages that you have as your specialty. There's no limitation here. You can put in any manufacturer, you can put in any pricing. In fact, you can even put together different combinations of data sets. So this is a theater builder. We've got a distributed audio video, a security builder, surveillance. You can put together different combinations even for different markets. So I could load up a commercial data set, a change order data set, a service call data set. The options are endless. I'm going to show you in more detail about the theater builder. But let's first begin by tweaking Salez Toolz to mimic what your branded image is. We come up here and we can go down to themes. Right now I've got the brushed aluminum theme in the background, but we could also do something very sophisticated like all black. Or maybe you want to do something more conservative with blue. One of the favorites is flat silver. Has this nice curve. You can change font styles and button styles, and of course put your logo in here. Then you're ready to enter in your company information, which can include a contractor number. You can label the report, put in all your terms and agreements, and then tag it to that individual salesperson. Let's get some client information in here. We'll go ahead and grab John Smith's V card. And if John Smith was a commercial client, we could put in the company name. We can also put in contractor information and their contact info. And now we're ready to begin building a home theater. Over here I've got a selection of different rooms or locations. So I could add a room very quickly by hitting the plus button, and maybe we'll call this the media room. In this first column, we have set up projectors, and we have up to 30 different projectors that you could choose from. Same can go for screens as well as flat panels. Let's go ahead and see what we've got for projectors. It's kind of fun to look through all these different options. And we decide that we're going to go for the best of what we've got. Again, really helpful for the customer to be able to see a marketing description, a good visual image, and an estimated installed price. So we'll go ahead and hit the plus button here. We've got a comments area where we could add installation notes, scope of work. So we'll mount to the first beam. We've also got a global comments area where we might put a gate code and an expected completion date. Make sure we're noting all the expectations. Now we're ready to go ahead and take a look at all of our different screen choices, and after looking at several different screen choices, we decide to go for this zero edge. We'll pick out a speaker package after having looked through a couple of our different options. Again, a great way of helping the customer understand all the technology options. They're seeing all of this, right? So in the bottom right-hand corner, there is a running total that at any time you can open up and take a look at and maybe change. So maybe we're going to decide for a slightly different projector because we want to bring down the budget a little bit. So that's easy to do. Let's see what other projectors we have. We're going to go with this one instead. And now we can go ahead and select our subwoofer. And a receiver. We've also created these special graphics to help you explain Dolby Atmos. We've had a lot of feedback, and the main thing that we're hearing is that Dolby Atmos is hard to explain. Nothing like a picture to help bring that home. We'll pick out some source gear, get one of those Apple TVs in there, and now we'll look through some different remote options. Who doesn't like a touch screen? I sure do. Let's get a touch screen in there. And then we'll put it all in a nice rack. Review it one more time. Customer looks through it. All looks good. We're ready to go ahead and make any final adjustments. Maybe you're running a holiday special. $200 off if you sign up today. And you can label it. So there's my holiday special. And maybe we need to adjust the labor a bit for a little retro. So we'll increase our labor. We can select our sales tax for any given area. Even add permit costs and other things to that area. Then we can come in here, select a payment schedule. This is going to be a short-term job, so let's go ahead and do 90/10. Now we're ready to run a report. And we can select whether we're showing the comments and the contract and the payment schedule. We've got a variety of different client reports. This one's my favorite. Creates a nice cover page, puts your logo in there, and then lists everything out by room and by system. We come down here to our subtotal and our adjustments, our terms and agreements. There's our nice payment schedule, and whether we're on our iPad, which by the way is not dependent on the internet. So you can do all of what I'm showing you without an internet connection. This is a device-based app. However, right now I'm showing you this on our PC on a screen sharing program. So that's something that you can do, and that's been quite popular with our users. I simply hit Save Report. It's already got the deposit amount in there. And here's our comments. So I'm going to type in Theater Builder, save it, and it automatically generates a PDF for me and has embedded our signature and our deposit, and all we have to do is hit send, and that opens up our Outlook and off it goes. Now this has just saved you a tremendous amount of time, which is the #1 reason people purchase Salez Toolz. However, what people love about Salez Toolz is that it is really closing jobs for them. They're having an increase in the total amount of the sale because they're showing more options and customers are able to understand what those options are. In addition, you're not dragging this process out, which the customer definitely does not enjoy. They get confused, they start to price shop you. Instead, you're being very clear and helping them visualize, capitalizing on that excitement in that first meeting. So you're showing them all their different options, you're letting them adjust their budget, and before you've even left that meeting, you've presented them with a budget. From there, it's a matter of, do you want us to do engineering, or are you ready to deposit and get up and running on this job so we can deliver by the holidays? Thank you very much. This is how we sell. Hello, my name is Susan Sipe and I'm a co-founder at Salez Toolz. I'll be showing you the theater builder, but first let's start off by what Salez Toolz' objective is, which is to engage your customer visually with great pictures, really helping them understand the technology and visually engaging them in the process of creating their own budget. You're going to do this in the first meeting. They're going to make any changes that they want to, and the end result will be a PDF that you can print out or email right in your first meeting. So let's customize the look and feel of Salez Toolz to reinforce your branded image. This background here, which is currently a nice brushed aluminum, can be easily changed to maybe a nice black, sophisticated looking background, or you could go with something maybe a little bit more conservative with what we call blue school. The favorite seems to be flat silver right now, has this nice flush curve to it. You can change the font style and the color, the buttons, even your logo can be changed. So let's go ahead and create a nice custom theater. We'll begin by getting some client information in there, which I can import from an Outlook V card. I can also add their company name if this is a commercial client, as well as put in any contractor contact information. On my company side, I can tag the salesperson, I can put in a contract number, a report title, and all my terms and agreements. And now let's get started. So we can go through and we have up to 30 different options in each one of these columns, and you can group in these columns whatever makes sense to you. We've built a home theater here, so we'll go through and show people the different options that they have. This is a nice image with a marketing description down here and a estimated installed price rather than breaking it all out, which tends to confuse a customer, right? Let's just give them the short story. It'll make it easier for them to compare the choices, and they decide that they're going to go for this nice projector here. I also have a spot where you can add some comments. So we'll go ahead and mount this to the first beam. Now we can select through our different screens. We decide to add in this zero edge. Look through our different speaker options. And then go through and add in a nice subwoofer. Pick out a receiver and throw in some nice source gear in there. Show them their different control options. Then we're ready to grab a rack and review the total. Now this might be a little bit more than they thought, so again we can from this screen make any changes, come back into our theater builder and select a different projector or a different choice. So that just brought it down by 10,000. That might have normally taken you several proposals and a bunch of hours. Here, we're going through that whole process of this is what technology has to offer, here's your different pricing, and they've made those selections. So what our users have told us is that this process is helping them close a sale faster and for a larger total. They can see their own options and they can make choices all along the way. Do I want more performance or do I want to lower my budget? We're ready, we've reviewed everything, and we're ready to go ahead and make a final adjustment. Maybe we're going to offer them a holiday special. So I'll take $200 off and I can label it over here. Maybe we need to add a little bit for some retro labor. So this time I'll do a percentage and increase just the labor by 3. And I can go in here and select some tax, which could also include permit fees or any other recycling fees that I needed to. And I can select my payment schedule. This is going to be a short-term job, so I'm going to go for this 2 payment. Again, something that you can totally set up. We'll select all because we do want to show the contract comments and the payment schedule. We've got lots of different choices on the client report. This is my favorite. It generates a nice cover page. It's got the logo in it, my client information, and this is where my report begins, breaking everything down by system and by room location. I like this one because the pictures have a nice way of reinforcing what the customers picked for them. Down here is a subtotal with all of my adjustments and taxes. The terms and agreements are very easy to read and review. And now I can go ahead and have the customer sign. The deposit amount is right there. I could run a credit card for that amount. My comments are right there. I'm hitting my save report, which is going to generate a nice PDF for me. And in the PDF, it has embed my customer's signature and the deposit amount. So I am ready to go ahead and attach this automatically to my email and send it right off to my customer. I could even do several more proposals. That was very fast, right? So I could do several proposals, but the main thing is that I have engaged my customer in the process. They've made decisions. We haven't played any kind of guessing games, made our customer wait. We've done all of this in our first meeting. So customers can go ahead, sign up and deposit, and you can get on to your next sale opportunity. And that's the way we sell with Salez Toolz. Thank you very much. Hello, my name is Susan Sipe, and I'm a co-founder at Salez Toolz. Salez Toolz is a unique app that allows your customer to visually compare all of your different technology options and create a budget in real time. This results in a PDF that can be emailed or printed right on the spot. Salez Toolz does not require the connection of an internet. So you can go into a basement, out into the hinterlands, into an office building, and do your presentation. We can also customize the look and feel of Salez Toolz. Right now, this background theme is a brushed aluminum finish, but we could go for many different options. Maybe you're more of the sophisticated black look or a conservative blue school look. Let's select the flat silver. That has a nice curve to it. Any of these buttons can be customized, and your name would be customized here. You can even change the logo. Let's go ahead and get some client information in here, which I'll import in from an Outlook V card. I could also add this customer's company name if this was a commercial sale, and their contractor information, as well as there's a spot here for the billing address, which may be different than the job site address. You've already got it defaulted to your company information that can include a specific salesperson's contact, their contractor number, and you can easily copy paste your terms and agreements. So let's focus in on Theater Builder. Theater Builder is one of several different templates that we've already created for you, including there's one here for distributed audio video, security, surveillance, structured wiring, and many others. These can be saved as different data sets that are focused on different markets. So your commercial market might have a different set of room names. It could have different pricing and different package solutions. Same for your production builder or maybe a custom builder. You can even create a data set for service calls and change orders. So today we're going to focus on building a custom home theater. I can quickly add a new room or location. I'm going to select the media room and the theater builder and start showing my customer through their different projector choices. Now each one of these columns can hold up to 30 different packages, so plenty of room to put in different manufacturers, different price points. We decide that we're going to go ahead and go for this one, so I simply hit the plus button, and I also have a comments area. My comments area is where I can put in installation notes as well as scope of work. And I have a spot here for my global comments. And this might be a gate code and maybe a completion date. Now, as I go through here, each one of these is going to give my customer an idea of performance as well as a total installed price, or at least an estimated installed price. So we decide we're going to go for the zero edge, and as I press the plus button, it adds it to my running budget total, which I can review at any time. Let's get some speakers in here. And I can go through, again, many different speaker choices. We'll select a receiver, but maybe first we want to talk to them a little bit about Atmos. We've created these great Atmos graphics to help you explain to your customer the advantages of stepping up from a traditional surround sound system into a Atmos choice. So we'll select this receiver. Add a subwoofer. Give them a couple of choices for some AV sources. Maybe we'll put that Apple TV in there too. And talk to them about their different ways that they can control their system, and they decide they really like that touchscreen option. We'll put it all into a rack, and now we can come over here and review and make any changes that we want to. So I can go ahead and delete this and come back and make a different choice. So now that the customer has made all of their selections, we can come in here and make some final adjustments. Maybe we want to offer them a holiday discount. And we can even label this. It is going to be a little bit more involved, so we're going to add 3% for a little bit of retro labor. We can also come in here and select our sales tax. from a list that we've already saved. Sales tax can include other add-on items, maybe permit recycling fees, that sort of thing. We can also select a payment schedule. This is going to be a very short-term job, so we'll go for the 2 payments, the 90/10, which can also be saved and adjusted. So we're ready to create a report. And I'm going to choose to see my contract, my comments, and my payment schedule. I've got lots of different client reports. This one's my favorite. Generates a cover page with your logo in it. And then this would be a listing room by room. I like the fact that the pictures are here. This is going to go into a PDF so they can enlarge those pictures if they wanted a little closer up look at what they selected. Here's our subtotal, our adjustments and taxes, our terms and agreements right there so we can review it very easily. Here's our payment schedule. And now I'm going to go ahead and ask my customer to sign, which you can do, of course, on an iPad, a laptop, or we're doing this online. So you could actually do a screen share and do a presentation with a customer who's out of state. We've got our deposit amount in there. I can hit Save Report, name my report, and when I hit Save, it's going to automatically generate a PDF which has embedded my signature and my deposit amount. So I can whip out my credit card scanner, take a deposit amount, and go ahead and email them their contract. Now that's a nice sales process. I've just in very quick order shown them what technology has to offer. I've been able to adjust their budget on the fly, and they haven't had to wait for us to come back with a single proposal days later. So they've had a nice experience as well. And that's how we sell at Salez Toolz. Thank you very much.